The 2025 Reset by Design Bali Wellness Retreat was more than just a luxury experience. It felt deeply personal. It felt bespoke, like it was crafted especially for my unique needs and my soul. I'll admit, I was nervous at first, meeting 16 incredible women I did not know. But by the end, I felt wrapped in this powerful sisterhood, a community where I truly belonged. Melanated women from all across the world coming together not just to relax, even though we really did do that, but to really discover the power of self-care and to prioritize ourselves in a way we often do not do. This retreat transformed me. It healed me, and it was made all more beautiful by the sisterhood, by these women who lifted me up, shared their wisdom, held space without judgments, and always offered a listening ear. I am so excited about 2026, and I am counting down the days until we can reunite in Mauritius.
Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
What's up? What's going on, everybody? I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. How y'all doing? All right. It is Thursday, girl. And in case you missed it, Ooh Ladies First panel was last night on Jamie That's Me's channel. Okay, so I posted it on my community page. Go and see it, girl, in case you missed it. But I got a cute little show to get through today. All right. Let me see. Where do I want to start? Listen, before I even jump into it, right? Before I even hold up, y'all. Okay. Before I even get into it, I'm exasperated, you guys. I'm tired. Like when I tell y'all there are some stories that I am tired of. I'm tired of talking about. Some issues that I am done seeing people make stupid ass comments about under the blogs, you know? And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all homegirl, y'all fave, not us but them. Onika Mirage is one of those people. Like, because like, bitch, everything can't be about you. Everything can't be about you. Kim Kardashian did a fucking interview talking about how she had to have Kanye on meds, how he was out here giving shit away. Can y'all explain to me why when Kim Kardashian was talking about Kanye, that wasn't a dog whistle for everybody to think that Kenneth should go and put, Onika under some type of conservatorship or some shit. I was just like, man, sitting there listening to academic stupid ass, like, man, nigga, 1 + 1 = 2 ass nigga. I will never trust anything that comes out of academics' mouth for real. I would never truly trust it because I always feel like behind the scenes, y'all niggas got like ulterior motives. Y'all getting paid. Then y'all weirdos, y'all hate women. So I never trust when y'all want to come up acting like y'all fucking defending somebody. Nurse, the bitch has gotten out again, and the rest of her friends are with her. I am tired of talking about this. I'm tired. After Gucci Mane and Keisha Kior had their very illuminating but weird ass interview on the Breakfast Club, everybody, that's her. He's her handler. I don't know what y'all think handler means. Like, do y'all think that like the Illuminati has handlers that they put in charge of certain artists to keep those artists in check and in line? Is that what y'all think? I'm just curious when y'all say handler, what y'all really mean. Because essentially, what else is one supposed to do when they are married to someone who is both famous and mentally unwell, mentally sick? I don't know, because, I'm going to say the wrong word. I don't know what else the fuck I'm supposed to call it besides mentally unwell. I'm just saying. Anika said that Keisha Kior is always copying her. Oh, my sinus. Now listen to me. I can believe this, right? You're Nicki Minaj. It would make sense for people to be looking up to you and stealing your style because you're like an icon and shit. And so when you're an icon and you do shit, people will directly copy your looks. Example, Kimberly, Little Kim, Jones, whatever the fuck Lil Kim last name is. I think Lil Kim's last name is Jones. Either way, Lil Kim did several looks that you yourself copied. You copied Lady Gaga. You copied a lot of people, but you did direct copying from Lil Kim. So I just really don't understand why all of a sudden we're like, she's copying me. Yes, bitch, you're a global icon. Somebody's gonna copy you. I don't understand. But also I feel like, Nicki Minaj has never had I know y'all think she has personal style. I don't think she has personal style. I think she has the style that she pays for. I don't think she actually is somebody that would be fashionable on her own. I just don't. I feel like people have to give her, just like anybody else, she needs the ideas in order to know what to put on. And it always comes from other people. It's called inspiration and influence. I just don't know what anybody expects. I just don't know. I feel like people be out here just oh, bitch, copying me. Like, whoop-de-doo, bitch. Everybody copying everybody. They went and found all of the times that Keisha Kior and Nicki were dressed alike. All right, let's do it. Who did it better? I want to say in this one, Onika did it better. Okay. I like the tennis shoes, looks comfy. Okay. Keisha wanted to dress it up, but yeah, no, I'm sorry. We're gonna go with Nicki on this one. The long wig is also adding to the allure of this for me. This look, I'm gonna give this to Keisha because Nicki is little, and I feel like this outfit is low-key swallowing her. I don't know what that's about. Like, it fits. It's beautiful, but I just kind of, I don't know. Like, it just looks like maybe because she's short, it's not like giving what it's supposed to give. And it's giving what it was supposed to give on Keisha Kior. Her and her anatomically incorrect body. Here, this is not an exact copy, but close enough. I'm gonna say that Nicki did this look better because what the fuck are those? I don't know what they are. I'm sure they're expensive, but no. I'm gonna go with Nicki on that one. Nicki ate this look. I remember when she did this, and I was so pleasantly surprised. I kept saying she ate it, she ate it, she ate it. Okay. I need a timeline on these things. Like, I need dates. I need y'all to put dates up in order for me to actually know who stole the look from who. Because, Nicki Minaj is the type of creep that would be on her phone looking at what other people doing and being like, bitch, I'm about to do that, and then act like somebody stole something from her. She is a creep that would do some shit like that. So, but, of course, she did this look better. Of course she did. Like, of course. What do you mean? I believe that was the Met Gala. I remember this look. It's a little different. The dresses are slightly different. Nicki did it better. Again, Keisha Kior has a level of extraness that, I find how do you describe it? What do they call nouveau riche? There's a nouveau riche tackiness to it. That's what I wanted to say. Like, no disrespect. My opinion is that, and people can feel however they feel about my style. I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna do what I want to do, and she gonna do what she wanna do. It's tacky to me. She's tacky. Yeah, gaudy is another word, but I'm gonna go with tacky. Because people, I don't. I have a tendency to really not like the idea that people think just because they have labels on, that means they're stylish, and it's like, no, no, you're a victim of capitalism. Like, it's not exactly stylish. Yeah, because I feel like, yeah, a lot of labels are loud and ugly. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not one of them people. Like, a lot of that monogram shit, ugly. Sorry. Don't like it. Just not my style. She dressed Jamaican. She does. Lots of accessories. Jamaicans love a lot of accessories. Okay. Armbands, wristbands, headbands, jewelry, necklace, earrings, toe rings, ankle bracelet. I think I'm waiting on a Shein order with an ankle bracelet. Y'all, I feel like we've gotten into, hold up, y'all. I feel like we've gotten into this time frame where I feel like I'm about to start wearing tennis shoes from Shein. If I get one pair of tennis shoes from Shein that's actually comfortable, bitch, it's over. Cause I don't care no more. I don't care no more. Like, I used to be somebody that, like, I'm from New Orleans. Like, there was a time period where I loved Reeboks, and then everybody collectively decided all at once that we could only wear G Nikes and we couldn't wear Reeboks no more. And so, in order not to get ribbed and made fun of, I stopped wearing shoes that I actually like to, fit in with the niggas. So as I've gotten older, I refuse. Fuck all you niggas. I'm gonna wear whatever the fuck I want to wear. I have inner peace. Suck a dick. Okay? I'm not gonna say, I'm rich. No, bitch. I have inner peace. Okay? Get out of my face. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. But I used to love the fucking Reeboks, bro. Anyway, because they were so comfortable. Like, yes, they were so comfortable. Anyway, but I've been noticing some tennis shoes on Shein, and I was just like, why am I continuously paying all this money for tennis shoes? Like, I have expensive tennis shoes that are so fucking uncomfortable. I'm now like a Chuck girl. Like, I have like I need to get some more Chucks in different colors. Like, I wish I had some purple Chucks to wear with this. Like, I'm just in a space of, I'm not doing it. Like, I like high heels for certain outfits, of course, but I'm just not a regular walking around wearing high heels type person. And I don't give a fuck to be. I have a high arch in my foot. All right. And I like to be comfortable and I like to be grounded. And when you on high heels and fucked up, you could fall. I don't like to fall. And I will trip. I have tripped. I'm known to trip. See, I'm prone. I'm prone to tripping. So I can't just, I gotta listen. Love Vans. Yes, love Vans. Okay. I am getting into the Crocs. I'm right now. I'm TikTok is trying to make me buy Crocs because there's some furry Crocs, and then there was some really like sparkly Crocs. I think they might have been like purple and gold colors. There was a theme of something that I liked. I couldn't even remember what it was, and I was just like, yeah, high arches makes like high heel shoes. Like, oh my god, if shoes that are too high, shoes that are too flat, it is really like, I'm so glad that they like made better Chucks because now like the Chucks have foam and are more comfortable inside the shoe. Because back in the day, Chucks was so flat. Like at the end of the hocus pocus ones, yes, your fucking heel and everything would be fucked up. Birkenstocks all day. That's unreal. What type of Birkenstocks? I have one pair of Birkenstocks. I think they are so uncomfortable. I don't want you to create the little nudges that go in between my toes. I don't need that. No, thank you. Okay. Put some fucking cushion on the bottom of them shoes. That's why I don't like Birkenstocks. They don't have any cushion on the bottom of the shoes. It's flat. And I need cushion. You know what I mean? I'm tired of spending hundreds of dollars on fucking shoes and ain't got no cushion in the fucking shoe. And now my arch is hurting. I've been walking all day. And then, every time I place my foot down, I got to make sure that I place the foot down together and not separate it. Cause you know how, like, as a woman, you kind of learn how to separate as you step. You heel toe when you walk, right? Man, when that fucking arch start hurting, it feel like that shit gonna crack, like your foot gonna break or some shit like that. I just can't. I do like Skechers. Like I have one pair of Skechers tennis shoes that I work out in all the time because they're the most comfortable and the most breathable tennis shoes. Like so I don't always have to put socks on with them because I'm always losing a sock. Have y'all noticed that? Like has anybody's like dryer stopped taking their socks yet? Like all of this fucking technology y'all coming up with, all this fucking AI, and y'all can't figure out how to make sure both of the socks I put in there come out. I don't know what's going on. We talking about shoes and shit. That's how I got into socks. I don't know. But either way, girl, Nicki Minaj, I'm sorry. I got so off topic. I apologize to everybody. So Nicki Minaj, Gucci wife has been trying to be me for years, been dying for the spotlight for years. She's there to keep Gucci sedated. Gucci hates Deborah Atney. They don't want Deborah around. She's around me right now. Yeah, that's how it started. Keisha Kiora posted this. I'm like, nah, since when? Out here embarrassing. You know, Nicki crashing out. I would be mad too. Keisha is what Nicki wish she could be. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this crew of people, to be honest. I just think everybody is, y'all don't want me to say crazy, right? Because I said crazy on the Ooh Ladies first panel last night and niggas lost their mind and act like I was just, being insensitive and uneducated about mental illnesses and shit. And it's like, yeah, sometimes we're having that conversation and I'm going to use the best language that I can. And there are other times we're having conversations about niggas and I don't have the energy for this. I don't have the energy to be looking for the right motherfucking word. These people are not in touch with reality. These people are delusional. These people are creepy. These people are paranoid. These people have delusions of grandeur. Is that clear? Did I miss anybody? I just want to make sure. Because if I use an all-encompassing word, everybody gonna act like, like I just want to make sure. I was very clear when I said what I said. These motherfuckers is not firing on all cylinders. How about that one? Is that a good one? And then she did this, which this is so creepy, right? But also like who did it? Who did this? Who is that supposed to be? Who is that supposed to be? I don't know. I don't know. They owe her money, Bondi. Millions are owed. Mm. You know what I would do? You know what I would do? I would file a lawsuit. That's what I would do. I would sue them. And if I didn't have the money to sue them, I would sit in my very comfortable house, right? I would make sure my felon husband was watching our fucking baby, and I would write a book. I would write a New York Times best-selling novel talking about everything. And then I would get paid off that book. And then I would use the money from that book to seek legal remedy for how I have been robbed. Because there are ways. If she don't have the money, then she can go to court. Well, I don't know what y'all think Onika should do, but I don't think this is it. And I think the fact that a lot of y'all won't admit that this level of clownery is an extension of one not being well. I don't know. I don't know. But to me, the bitch is unwell. Okay? To me, this is not the way to go about it. This is not the way to make us believe anything you say. This is not a way to make us think you are uh, you know, it's just not a way to make me believe anything you saying. It's just not. Um And so, yeah, I just kind of feel like this is just as ridiculous at this point. And if it's really all that y'all think it is, then she should go through the proper channels. And if not, tell the story in a succinct, clear way so that everybody can understand what the fuck is going on. I don't care to become a fucking barb and be on Twitter or Spaces or wherever the fuck y'all congregate at. I don't care as a grown woman to be running behind another grown woman that seems unwell so I can find out the coding behind all of the weird shit that she's saying on the internet. I don't care to do that. So I hope she's okay. So that part. Then she shared an anniversary post with, Kenneth Petty. Such a very, very pretty girl. That is a very tight jogging suit. I told y'all he loves a medium-sized tracksuit. If that nigga not gonna pop out with nothing, he's gonna pop out with some joggers that seem a tad bit too tight around the legs. Yeah. It's so great when you marry down. Oh my God. The benefits of marrying down to a convicted felon. It must be a emotionally supportive relationship. You know what I'm saying? It has to be emotionally supportive, right? They have to be talking to each other with just such care and love and consideration, right? I'm sure he's a great house manager. I'm sure he's very clean, keeps everything together for her, make sure she's taking all of her vitamins and shit, right? Making sure that no one's stealing her credit cards after they do her hair or whatever the fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's doing all of the things. And we're all just hating on her, right? We're all just hating on her. And so that's why I think at some point I'm going to retire this shit because I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of everybody acting like because y'all believe the shit that she says, how she's acting is not a problem. And that this nigga is not a weirdo. And y'all know how toxic relationships with convicted felons go. These niggas are not romantic and sweet, okay? I know they've been writing you letters and shit while they were in prison, but these niggas is not, you know what I'm saying? They're not good guys. Like, I know y'all like to think, what you mean? Why, what make you think he not a good guy? Like, I don't know his record. I don't know. Like, the fact that most street niggas don't treat their women that well. Like, I don't know, girl. I don't know, girl. You tell me. It looks great, though. It looks like a great, what they say in the comments? Girl, we don't care. Next, he's truly in love with her Amex. Imagine posting anniversary pics where nobody's smiling. Well, damn. Her personal pharmacist. My God, on today. So she posted him, but not her son for his birthday? I mean, she don't want nobody to see her son like that. She be trying to protect her son from y'all seeing him because, people on the internet are creeps. His face cracks me up though. He always looks like, he's a little upset, right? Kenneth always looks like he's just a little bit upset. You know what I'm saying? Look how, he's holding his mouth all tight. This looks like somebody that'll hit you when they get too upset. But yeah, sure. He's great. She's made a great decision marrying him. She's so healthy. She's so sound of mind and body. This is obviously her soulmate, and this is a great situation, and they're super duper happy, and there's nothing weird going on there at all. I'm sure of it. Let's see. Nicki Minaj deactivates Instagram without warning, leaving her fans baffled. Okay, so all of the barbs, I hope you guys are okay. I hope you guys are like resting and drinking your fluids and not like losing your shit because your leader has deleted one of the forms of income y'all have with her. I'm sorry, forms of communication y'all have with her. I hope everybody's like doing okay. All right. Don't lose your shit. Don't flip out. Take deep breaths. It's okay. I'm sure the next time Cardi does something or Gucci, and his wife does, Beyonce does something, girl, somebody will do something. It'll trigger your queen and she will come back from under the rock. Okay. She'll come back. Okay. And then you guys can all be together again. and she can be delusional, and y'all can validate the delusions together, and we can just be all in a community of unwell people, right? Just a subset group, and small subset group in a larger group of really mentally and emotionally unwell people. My God, today. Oh, but then she decided to pop back on Spaces after deactivating Instagram. And girl, she had a lot to say. Let's take a listen. She looks beautiful in this picture.
Obvious, the bitch said she allergy, but she figured she would do the show anyway. Do what show anyway? Who would have needed to see or hear you?
So the first half of this shit, I can't even really understand what's going on, just to be clear. It's not me, it's her.
See how you gave yourself away? Shut your silly ass down and go and fix that filler. The fuck wrong with you, bitch? Did y'all hear what I said? I was in another screen. What do I always tell y'all about anybody that will sit up in your face and lie like that is a motherfucking fool? Why would you have had to decide if you was still gonna do a show because you got bit by a bee? Bitch, who the fuck you think we was born yesterday, dumb bitch, your children are expecting better out of you now. Why would they have had to talk to you? You see how you just revealed that the show was to talk to you? You see how you just revealed that it was not about Gucci Mane, you silly hoe? Now I can say a lot of things now. And Miss Deb said she want to get in on the motherfucking action too. But I said, we trying to be nice. Since
Deborah, you are in the vicinity and you have not taken the phone? Okay.
when if somebody's spouse, I use that term loosely depending on certain things that since when somebody's spouse gotta do the show. Bitch, if you had a allergic reaction, bitch, why you didn't do your motherfucking self a motherfucking favor and us, bitch, and sit the fuck outside? You are that insecure about your aging face that you have lied to millions of people and said, once you seen how, notice she ain't say she got bit by a bee or some shit that she had an allergic reaction. Notice she ain't say that prior to that footage coming out. Like, she didn't wake up that morning and say, oh, shit, my God, y'all, I got this thing by a bee. Well, I got allergic reaction. Blood clot Messy. Oh, bitch. It was when the footage came out.
Always a rapper. Always a rapper. No matter what. Always a rapper. If there's a moment to rhyme, she will.
That she seen her filter didn't come with her outside that day is when the liar got to lying. Holla. Do I got in that fucking body in here, bitch? It was when she saw herself that she jumped. Haha, you jumped. It was when she saw that the filler had stopped filling in. That liar got to doing what the liar is known to best do, bitch. And every day I want you to look in the mirror, y'all, and say,
this is how you talk after you've been drinking a lot of brown. Like after you've been like commiserating on some shit, you know what I'm saying? You mad about some shit, right? You already got a stank ass energy as a person because life been kicking your ass a little bit lately. So you're a little upset, right? You're a little annoyed, you know what I'm saying? A little bitter in the body. And then you get on some brown liquor, right? And there's the internet now. Back in the day, a bitch would just be in a bar talking to herself, you know? That's what people would do. But now that there's social media and the internet, a bitch could sit in a dark room in her house with a bottle of brown and just sit there and just talk and just do all of the different voices that she want to do. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if they have family members that were black that cared about them, they just put them in their little room and say, you know, leave Cut and Pete alone. They all right. You know? Listen, I'm a black woman in America. I am absolutely open to the conspiracy theory that y'all are keeping the great ones medicated. If not for the fact that these people were never that great in the first fucking place. They've always been giving other people their ass to kiss. And now that it seems as if, you know, whatever their issues are getting worse because that's what happens in normal life. I don't know why y'all keep thinking that these celebrities are different from regular everyday people. when you start to get into your late 30s and your early 40s, in those years, that's when a lot of your mental illnesses, whatever they may be, start to get heightened, especially if you have stress, especially if you have shit that, triggers that might trigger you. It's going to get worse as you get older if you don't actually do something about it. And I'm not always saying that means medication, but it means to be active about one's mental health, to be active in your own life and making sure that you're good. And to me, she is not making sure that she's good. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but what I do know is the Black community loves to talk about God, but when it comes to mental health and people having issues, y'all do not get them help. Y'all don't think they should get help, and you think all they need is Jesus and what? Robitussin, some Windex. What Black people put on everything? Neosporin. Get us some Neosporin and some ginger ale or some shit, and just go ahead and lay down and take a nap. And when she wake up, maybe give her a BC powder if she got a headache or something. And then when she wake up, it'll all be all over and she'll get to go right back to being on top of everything. Like, just in general, nobody cares about the mental health of anybody, period. Let alone a famous person that might be a bank for a whole bunch of people around her, because you would never have picked the proper people to be around you because you were always seeking validation from the wrong people. Nicki Minaj has always been seeking validation from the wrong people. She's never been somebody that really had close relationships with other women, and those relationships were actually emotionally supportive and not built off of some type of bully ass hierarchical situation. That means you ain't never had people around you that's like, girl, come on this retreat with me. Girl, have you talked to this therapist? I know a really good. She's not going to talk to those people. She's not going to listen to those people. She's not going to fuck with those people. She's going to look at them crazy and then say something funny, and all of her fans are going to laugh. And then, y'all will continue on finding her mental deterioration as entertainment. And then, even as fucking adults, feeling like y'all all want to become like team members. Y'all want community so that y'all can fight other people on her behalf. Weird shit, to be honest. It reminds me of that shit that's going on right now on TikTok, Group 7. The way people will romanticize dumb shit. Somebody said that shit in my comments yesterday about Group 7. And I was like, what the fuck is Group 7? So today it pops up on my page, okay? One of the studs I follow popped up and was talking about she was in Group 7. And I was like, girl, I don't even know what the fuck that means. So I click on the little thing that says Group 7 meaning. Apparently, some regular ass white girl decided in order to promote her music, she was going to come out with 7, groups. She did 7 videos, and whichever video had the most engagement, the people who that video reached, that was the video for them. So if that video reached you in Group 7. So now it has no deeper meaning to it. Just the girl made a video to promote her music, and the Group 7 video reached the most amount of people. So now everybody's like, oh my God, I'm Group 7. And so now a whole bunch of fucking adults are on the internet talking about how they're better than the other groups. I just was just, girl, I was just like, they keep saying this shit not real. And it's all just particles. But why, when I'm ready for this shit to just disappear, it don't? Okay, I want to wave my hand and then shit disappear. Like, what the fuck? The world we live in. Y'all niggas need to feel a part of a group so much that you will become fanatics of a mentally unstable person. That's for one. Y'all niggas love falling into cult-like settings. Y'all love that shit. Shout out to religion. Y'all love a cult. That gives y'all community, to have some group think shit going on. And now y'all on TikTok like, bitch, I'm in Group 7. listen, I'm a good time girl. Okay? I love to have a good time. But this shit is hilarious to me how incredibly stupid everything. I'm sorry. Like, it's just very, like, I don't know. Like, I guess because I grew up in the 90s, like, and I was really paying attention, I felt like people this age, like my age and older, I don't know why I felt like that was supposed to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really thought motherfuckers was gonna grow up and be like the Huxtables. I thought people were gonna grow up and like stop speaking like a certain way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hold themselves to a certain, standard. Like, I thought as people got older, like that's what they was gonna do. And the more I look around myself, the more I'm like, that's a teenager in a 40-year-old body, ain't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's a fucking teenager. It's crazy. It's really crazy. I just be paying attention to like, these like shifts in these large groups and all of that. Like, I don't like it. I don't like how it feels, right? I don't like how it feels for y'all to be like mindlessly following random shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, oh, I'm in a group. Let me do whatever this group's doing. Oh, I see them walking this way. I'm just going to follow them. Like, whatever happened to your parents teaching you not to be a fucking follower? It turned that shit into social media. Now you want to be a follower of other people. I don't even like the language. That's why I like subscriber. I like subscriber because you're subscribing to whatever I got going on. But you ain't no motherfucking follower. That's too much. That's too much. Not group me, please. Listen, I'm all here for the community of it all, but I just don't like that very zombie-like feeling of large groups of people being swayed to have like really strong emotions and nobody really knows what the fuck is going on. So yeah, I'm sorry. Onika was pulling y'all in with all of her cartoon voices.
God, remove every liar from my motherfucking face. The bitch is so insecure at her face. Simply being her face. You see, not everyone ages like the generous queen because my light inside, my grace, my peace, my love, my paradox, my conundrum, my truth, my generosity, my humility, my restraint, when I have the power to do so much damage and choose not to. That is why the queen ages gracefully. The queen is queening, and she does that very naturally. The face is the face of grace. You see, you want the after effects. Y'all all want the after effects of being queen. Y'all want the after effects of being, but you would never have made it through becoming queen. Now, I'm no psychology major, and I don't know much about much, but boy, do narcissists sure have a way of pushing themselves to the front by any means necessary. It ends today. It ends today.
So even if Keisha Kior was a narcissist, which I in fact have already proposed, why do you got to talk to me like this about it? And why do you think it's going to stop today? Is it? Or are people going to continue to do whatever the fuck they want to do? Just like you continue to talk to us like this, all creepy and shit. And I don't know why I feel like she's in a dark room. I don't know why it always feels like she's in a dark room. Whatever that room is that has like the studio in it. Like, remember they used to go, live down there and they be hearing buku niggas down there. I don't know why I feel like she's in that dark room with a pink light. And it's just... Girl, come upstairs. Come upstairs. Do y'all have an outdoor area at your house? Girl, go sit outside. Go sit outside.
Dishonored your husband You do not honor Gucci Man. You do not honor him. People who have eyes to see and
Somebody in the comments said, many of you are criticizing Nicki, but let's break it down. She's right about Keisha's action. Exposing Gucci Mane's mental health without isn't okay. That's personal business. Why share it publicly? Now his past actions could be viewed through the lens of his condition. It should be, stupid. Also, the nigga is coming out with a book. She didn't get up there on the Breakfast Club and talk about that shit like he wasn't there. He wrote a book about the shit. What is going on? We're not okay in this community.
really know what you did to him and why you did it that day. Hi, Daisy. Daisy. Most obvious, the bitch said.
So, was that the baby in the background? What were you in the bathroom sitting on the toilet? Also, he mentioned her. Did he say anything bad about her? Or is it that you can never mention her name anywhere? Because that's the exact opposite of what she would actually want. Like, you would not want people to stop saying your name. Because once everybody stops saying your name, nobody really gives a fuck anymore. I'm already there. But I know everybody else will have to catch up. Like, the fact that she in there doing all of that and then the baby come in the room, like, mommy, I don't know what the fuck the baby was saying. It sounded like the baby was saying, fix it. I don't know. Can you imagine? She in the bathroom on the toilet talking to her fucking phone like a villain from Harry Potter. The baby out there playing with with the iPad. The iPad then fucked up. She in the phone talking like this. Her face looks like a jack-o'-lantern, but the queen's face is gracious and beautiful. Forever. There will never be another queen as great as I. Not even Queen Latifah. I don't like that bitch either. I'm beautiful. I'm amazing. I'm the Nicki Minaj. I'm the queen. I'm that girl. I'm everybody's fave. Everybody wants to be me, but they don't want to give me credit. I know I didn't give Little Kim any credit for how much I stole from her or Remy. I know. Or Lady Gaga. I know. But they're not me. They can't do what I can do. I'm Nicki Minaj. I was the only black female rapper for a decade. I stayed in the game with Lil Wayne. Baby never fucked me. I am a god. You hoes don't know. You raggedy, dusty bitches. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all have no idea. And I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let you be confused. Like the stupid bums that you are. And Keisha and Gucci, they just want to be me and Kenneth. Everybody wants to be me and Kenneth. Kenneth and I are the ones. He's Neo, and I'm his bitch. I love him. He's the bestest. I just be coming off top as bestest. Okay, I did it for as long as I could. Thank you all for engaging in my buffoonery. Let's continue on.
She allergy, but she figured she would do the show.
All right.
Why would you have had
Charlemagne the God responded
to decide if you were still gonna do a show because you got bit by a bee? You see how you just revealed that the show was to talk to you? You see how you just revealed?
No, it's not. I want to stop y'all right the fuck here. No, it is not. First of all, Britney Spears is not bothering anybody. She's not talking to anybody. She's not bothering anybody. She's just showing y'all what's going on in her living room. And listen, let me tell y'all something. I don't know what type of life you live, but if you don't have days where you are in your house dancing to some goddamn music all around your house, you're not living a life well lived. I don't know what you're doing, bitch. But I know what has always been done in my household. My mama used to do it, and I do it too. You work out or you stretch, and you dance around your goddamn living room. You're cleaning up, you're straightening up, a song's playing, you're dancing around the fucking living room. It is a spiritual practice. I would rather Nicki Minaj be in her living room twirling around, dancing with her son, than her on the internet giving us conspiracy theories, little bitty bitch clues and shit that I gotta blues clues. I just figured out like the fuck. I just figured out blues clues. Boy, I'm really smart. Like, I'm not doing this with you. I don't want to blues clues every time I talk to this bitch. I'm tired of it. It makes my head hurt.
That it was not about Gucci Man, you silly.
I have no idea why we entertaining this. Like, what?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Just
I have
side
no
note,
idea,
Nicki would be amazing on Broadway, but
Yeah.
first of all, we didn't even know Keisha
voiceover,
K.
a cartoon.
Yeah, what amazing.
Yeah.
We didn't even know Keisha K.O. was coming until she actually
Why
got
are you
into the room.
explaining this, bro?
Yeah.
Bless Nikki's heart. We sending Nikki healing energy.
I just want to put up the facts out there because people believe things if they don't hear the facts. And the facts is we
No,
did.
it's not about facts. It's about you wanting to make sure that she's not as mad at you as she is at Charlemagne. I just want to make sure she's not mad at me. I just want to make sure she's not upset with me. Because you're a bitch. I'm sorry, y'all. DJ Envy only raises up on people that he knows is not on that type of time. But whenever somebody pressing DJ Envy, he is on that microphone with somebody else's battery in his motherfucking back. I don't even like the tone of his voice. I ain't gonna lie. Charlemagne, everybody at the Breakfast Club be pissing me off. But in this moment, I'm with Charlemagne. Bitch, I wish you well. I wish you well. I pray for clean air, touching grass. I pray for putting your phone down. I can make you put your phone down. I can make you put your phone down. Okay? Therapy sessions, healing from trauma, maybe realizing that your parents and your brother was some fucking predators and not wanting to deal with that is causing you to lose your motherfucking mind. Because that's the only reason I could think of for why you would go and marry a nigga that went to jail for assaulting somebody. It is because, in fact, you have to make SA not as bad as it is so that you don't have to deal with how fucked up your childhood probably was. Because let me tell you something. It don't make no goddamn sense. Everybody in your family a predator and you just escaped. That don't make no sense. To me, even if Jay-Z did what she said he did, you continuously allow for people to exploit you because you love these niggas so much, because you want to be validated by these niggas so much. I wish y'all would argue with me about that. Every situation that she complains about, she got there because she wants the validation of some fucking niggas that will never respect her. And they never did respect her. And that's another thing y'all never really paid attention to. The niggas played her the fuck out consistently. And you know what she did? Always came to their defense. Always. There was a point in time where I felt like Lil Wayne, Drake, everybody left that bitch out too dry. Like, she said we fuck with her, but we don't really fuck with her no more. This sounds like some inner work that Nicki Minaj needs to do. But everybody wants to be online giving us 1 + 1 = 2. Redfish, bluefish, knick-knack, paddywhack. It's not her fault. Rock Nation. It's a conspiracy against our bitch. Sounds like a bitch need to do some inner work. Heal herself. That's what it seemed like to me. I don't know.
Not know Keisha KO was here. She pulled up with Gucci. And
but listen, when is she not with her husband? When is she not with her husband? It ain't even that. Like, she with him everywhere.
Did y'all read the book episodes?
Yes, I'm reading the book now. I'm on chapter 6.
The book is absolutely about Gucci and his manic episodes, and it's about the person who is the closest to him, Keisha KR, who also had to live through those episodes with him.
Taking care of him.
Man. What are we talking about?
Yeah. Well, yes. And
I don't even understand how she's making this about her, but God bless her heart. We send the Nicki Minaj healing.
Exactly. This comment right here. Why her fan pages love saying they're trying to make her look crazy. No, she's making herself look crazy. And that's just the end all be all about the situation. I don't have any more energy for this shit. Please, Lord, let that be it on Onika. I think that is, y'all. Let's move on. So, NBA YoungBoy has been the topic of conversation. Apparently, you niggas love him. Okay? Also, y'all remind me why y'all just remind me why I just be by myself, bro. Y'all remind me why I don't like large groups of people. Y'all remind me why I don't like a lot of niggas. Y'all just remind me of why I'm somebody that likes to be either around a small group of people I fuck with or around nobody at all. I'm gonna let Fox 8, okay, local first, weird ass shit. I'm gonna let them tell you the story. Meg?
Mother visits New Orleans for a weekend concert, and police later find her dead on the twin span. Gabby Kellett reports the St. Tammany Parish coroner calls her death a mystery.
It's a mystery, and I hope to solve it.
A young mother's life cut short on the twin span early Tuesday morning.
She loved traveling. She was very hardworking. She loves her 5-year-old son and us as well. Yeah, she was just a good person.
Edasia Caraway, hours before her 27th birthday, struck dead in St. Tammany Parish. Her cause of death, blunt force trauma. The manner of her death, homicide.
Well, our office was called about 2:30 a.m. on the 21st, and they basically said that the state police had found the body that had been apparently run over or hit.
St. Tammany Parish Coroner Christopher Tate says Caraway's family paid for her to travel to New Orleans for rapper NBA YoungBoy's concert. He says Caraway's mother first learned something had happened when the victim's phone sent a notification.
And she was looking around trying to find her daughter at the different hospitals and stuff, and none of them had her daughter, obviously.
Caraway's sister, September Caraway, tells us Edasia traveled alone to New Orleans after the rapper's Chicago show was canceled.
The last post she was going to the concert, and her birthday was coming up. And how happy she was.
We know she had come down to New Orleans.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about this because everybody in the comments was pissing me off, right? St. Tammany Parish is not New Orleans. Stop trying to build a narrative, a negative image of NBA YoungBoy. He had nothing to do with that lady accident. I saw a lot of people saying shit like that, screaming in caps lock. Reggie Art said the NBA YoungBoy part is just a detail. They're not demonizing him in any way. A lot of these comments are filled with hypersensitivity. Let's get as many facts about this crime to the public so they can solve it. Somebody knows something. So here's the thing. I saw somebody in the comments say he had a good grandmother. I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know what that means that somebody had a good grandmother. And the reason why I say that is because you can never know what goes on inside of a household. And no matter how good Black people, think that they are, a lot of their ignorant mindsets about things negatively affect the children. And the children grow up to be brutes. They grow up to be reckless. They grow up to be disrespectful. They grow up to be cult leaders, if you will. Okay? This is him in New Orleans the night of after the concert. he decided to go just in the street. And look how people look niggas grabbing him and shit. Like this girl over here touching his hair. And he just, he in the crowd, he letting them touch him and shit. But to me, this shit is scary. But he wanted to feel all of their energy. The cops come in, save the day. But look at this shit, y'all. Look at how the wave of people that is pushing towards them. Do y'all know the type of shit that can happen in crowds like this? Like, this is what's like going on when he comes down here. So to be clear, I don't know this young man, but I'm not like what I would like to call stupid. Okay. So when I looked up NBA YoungBoy, because I saw all of the black women in the comments with their capes on. So I was just like, y'all always got y'all capes on, but some of the most like weird motherfuckers, like y'all really, really love putting y'all capes on. Okay, that's disrespectful. I'm gonna need for y'all to get Tupac's picture out of there. That's just weird that y'all would even put that up there. I hate when y'all do shit like that because it's like y'all don't even pay attention to the type of person that Pac was for real in real life. Like the type of person he actually was. Y'all don't pay attention to that. Y'all pay attention to bullshit as far as I'm concerned. Because y'all always comparing him to the niggas of this era. And the niggas of this era could never. They just don't have the same type of integrity. They don't have the same type of heart. They don't have the same type of empathy for other people. So that's why I just be so confused. And what the fuck everybody be talking about. Because when I look up NBA YoungBoy, okay, from BR, I know a lot of hood niggas from BR. They're not great people. Okay? You got your Boosies, your Kevin Gates. Okay? None of these niggas feel safe for anybody to be around. One is way too interested in the sex lives of 12 and 13-year-old boys. The other one is talking about punching pussy and acting like he's not married now, that his wife, and we're gonna get to that, is filing for divorce. But either way, just in general, these areas and the mindset of the people that live in these areas does not necessarily bring respectable, empathetic, good-hearted young men. That doesn't happen all the time. Okay? Yes, niggas do nice shit, but so did Nino Brown. All of the drug dealers that murdered people behind the scenes gave crackheads turkeys. That's the least they could do. That's their customers. But I just want to go through a list of things right quick, okay? Just because I want to put things into perspective, because it really annoys me the way people are in the comments acting like they're trying to paint a negative or a bad narrative about him. As if 2014, robbery charge, juvenile detention. 2016, 2017, attempted murder. 2018, assault weapons, kidnapping. 2019, assault and battery lawsuit. 2019, Miami shooting, probation violation, house arrest. 2019, 2020, probation termination and renewal. 2020, Baton Rouge arrest for federal firearm and drug offenses. 2021, 2022, California federal firearm charge and Baton Rouge federal firearm and drug charge. 23, 24, Baton Rouge federal firearm charge continues on. He moves to Utah. He gets arrested in Utah for drugs and fraud charges. He was also one of the people that was granted a presidential pardon by Donald Trump. So when there are rumors that dark things or fucked up things are happening centered around him and his concerts, and y'all act like the white people are trying to make him look away that he is not, that's annoying to me. That's really annoying to me because I feel like that's y'all ignoring the fucking problem. I don't think the story insinuated that he himself did anything to the young woman. But there is something to be said for the people that are going to attend his concerts. They're not going to always be kids. Sometimes they're going to be niggas that like to rob people, bitches that like to scam people and set people up, and sometimes people that will assault and unalive people if necessary. Y'all should ask the kids why they love him. Y'all should ask the kids why. Because y'all wasn't asking these questions with Kanye. Y'all wasn't asking these questions with Travis Scott. And a lot of dark shit has happened around both of those men. A lot of people have lost lives around both of those men. So I don't understand why we don't like question them, like talk to these children and ask them, why do you like his music? What do you like about it? What is he saying in the music? How does it make you feel? Talk to them about the type of music they listen to, because they're too young to recognize that music is a brainwashing tool. And honestly, all of us 20-something, 30-something year olds, I don't think we realized what the fuck Kanye was doing. We saw him acting crazy and knew a lot of that shit went against the morals and principles we thought we had as black people. And we was just like, nah, that nigga wilding. That nigga tripping. I don't know. Ever since he stopped wearing sweater vests, I can't trust him. Now there's old Kanye and new Kanye. We didn't know what he was doing because we weren't a part of the groups of white people that he has set out to find. NBA Youngboy is somebody that is hood degenerate enough to circle all the way back around and meet on the other side with conservative white people, especially now that he's moved to Utah, which is a place that has a very cult-like mindset, y'all. And they're accusing him on the internet. I don't know if it's true, y'all, but I don't think it's hard for somebody that has this type of energy around him. Look at it. Look at the way they're responding to him. You think it's hard for him to find people to enter into a cult? Then look, they see him and then they just start running after him. You really think it's hard for him to develop a cult? Because that's the word on the curb, is that he got something going on in Utah and they got a whole bunch of girls up there. And y'all know he has 10 kids by 8 babies' mothers. Y'all do know that, right? Y'all do know that type of sexual deviancy, like reckless having sex with all of those different women, y'all do know that that's a sign that something is not right, right? I know y'all have been conditioned to think a man that's running around using his dick, I don't even know, like a gardening tool. I don't even know what the fuck you, like, what would you be using? Like a cell phone, bitch? Like, I don't know. Like a gas station pump? 12. I'm sorry. I heard on the street that allegedly there were 2 more. I just didn't know if that was, solidified or not. But either way, to have 10 plus kids, not even out of your 30s, with that track record of going in and out of jail, y'all think that somebody has to create a negative narrative around this nigga? Y'all think that? Yeah, his wife is pregnant now. And that's the one that got Yaya Mayweather pregnant. And y'all know that bitch ain't wrapped too tight. So I'm just saying, that's a lot of signs that somebody may not be living right. You know what I mean? And so when y'all see stuff like this happening around their shows, all of a sudden, all the conspiracy theory shit goes out the window, right? Now y'all just trying to make a young black man look bad. Not all of a sudden, all you niggas don't have no more conspiracy theories. When Nicki is on the internet screaming, niggas is ready to believe conspiracy theories. Somebody say this nigga might have a cult, and y'all act like that shit is so far out the way, y'all don't even know how we got that. And you know what I mean? Even though that happened in St. Tammany, not Orleans Parish. And what this got to do with Youngboy? She was staying at the Hilton downtown and ended up way near Slidell. She definitely trusted the wrong person. The hotel is practically up the street from the arena. Also, people drop bodies off in the marsh on the way to Slidell. That's another thing. So just because they dropped her body off there doesn't mean that she was alive when she got there. That's another thing. Bondi, did you see how Tamar was going up for NBA YoungBoy? It def gave Cole. I saw her singing I saw her singing at the show and all of that. And I was just like, oh, okay, that's odd. Yeah, look, the police officer, the energy. Nah, the energy is in the room. The energy is in the room. I'm not even begrudging him. That's why I'm saying I don't know why y'all think it's crazy that he would have a cult following at his fucking house. And I don't know why y'all think he would be like a good person to people. You know what I'm saying? Like that he would be in a cult with when this is the type of energy. But he sold out the fucking crowd in that bitch. Ask yourself why. Cause I'm gonna just say, y'all, that's a lot. That's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy. Somebody said the education system has failed most of y'all. Comprehension is key. Yeah, they're in the comments acting like somebody said something that they didn't because they feel like there is a concerted effort already to make him look like a bad person. And I'm like, I don't think anybody needs to make a concerted effort to make him look like a bad person. I don't think anybody actually has to try too hard. You just look at his track record. I'm just saying. But yeah. But see, this type of energy, like, I know people like chaotic energy like this. Like, I like having a good time, y'all. I love being in a spot where everybody having a good time. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes these niggas' energy is dark. And so when it's a whole bunch of people that's like feeding off of their energy, it doesn't feel good to me. Like, it doesn't feel lifted. It makes me feel exhausted. And it makes me feel, I mean, look, he's given a very zombie-like vibe. And I'm telling y'all, like, that's the thing that be creeping me out because it gives mindless. And there's nothing scarier than large groups of mindless people. You know, they like to hang people up from trees and shit. So yeah. The kids is out there, the girls is out there. Oh Lord. But yeah, they was in the comments in all caps like losing their shit, acting like somebody trying to make this nigga look like something that he's not, even though nigga is very much giving dark, powerful, weird nigga energy. I don't think that his music is trash to me. Probably because your frequency is on a different pitch. Okay. Yeah, like it is definitely like a reminiscent of the Travis Scott type of thing. Like, and it does give living zombies. It gives people that are just thriving off of energy and gone. No, only the unstable glamorizes coffins. Okay. It gives Beyonce energy. Low key, because I told y'all like, I do feel like when I went to Beyonce's concert, I felt, energy harvesting, like sucking my energy. I felt more exhausted than I felt like I actually should have been in the circumstance. But let's move on. We're gonna pray for the girls because they've been saying girls have been going missing surrounding his tour, and I don't know if that's true or not. So that's why I'm not trying to really put that out there. But when I saw that story, I was just like, even if it's not him directly, like the energy that he is cultivating will probably bring people around that are looking to harm and take advantage of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is, even if it's not him personally. And so if that's the type of energy that he's harvesting, if that's the type of energy that he's building at his shows, the fact that people all around the country are like, be wary of NBA YoungBoy concerts because the energy that he puts into them kids, they go out and destroy shit all around them after that. Okay. So yeah, I just I feel like you gotta be, you know what I mean? Yeah, it is very much rock star energy, and that shit is not always like safe. And it's not a safe thing, but it's it can just feel dark sometimes in a way that I feel like kids are not. They don't know. They don't know what's happening. They don't know what they're playing a part in, but it can be dark as fuck. And I just don't like that groupthink mentality. I don't. That's even with Beyonce. Like, I'll play a part, but I don't want to be a stan of anybody, and I don't want to be on no group shit in a way that makes me feel like I am not an individual, if you feel me. So let's get into Tyler, the Creator. So Tyler, the Creator, faces backlash and allegedly deletes old tweets as anti-Black and controversial posts resurface. And now I understand why I never got into Tyler, the Creator, because he seemed like somebody I would fuck with sonically, like when I've seen some of his shows and stuff. And I think he might have a song here or two there that I might know that I just can't think of right now. But I've just kind of always, I don't like Black men I don't like people, period, that have a problem with their Blackness. I'm not interested, anymore in having friendships. And I would have friendships and, certain types of relationships with people that had that, internalized racism shit where they hate their Blackness because, some Black kid made fun of them or some shit. So now we hate all the niggers and we want to be, with the white people. We want to be one of the good niggers to the whites and all of that. Like, they play into that shit and they play into it, I feel like, because of niggas like NBA Youngboy and the people that like him. Like, it's so funny how y'all end up still being a conservative red pill pipeline, no matter which side y'all are choosing. Because on one side it's like the ultra nigga shit, right? And on the other side it's the, well, I'm nerdy and I don't want to be by the ultra nigga shit. But y'all still end up being in the grasp of white men, essentially. Like, y'all still end up being tools in some way to bring more Black people, more Black men over to the side that is really for their own self-destruction. And that's interesting when you look at it. But yeah. Oh, girl, I just started, and I'm gonna finish it when I go downstairs, but I just started this Richard Pryor documentary. And I'm just always very interested in comedians and their lives and their thought processes and all of that, because bitch want to be a comedian. So here we are. And one of the things he talked about was his relationship with his mom and his grandmother growing up in a whorehouse. I don't know why everybody was growing up in whorehouses, but apparently it was a thing. But that makes sense. Like, we live in a time period where we may not remember, but in the past, like, state sanctioned, church sanctioned whorehouses, like, it was a part of the economy. It was a way to divert men's energy somewhere that didn't cause uproar, right? So this has been understood since like 13, 14, 1500s, that we have to have once we decided to take control of women's autonomy and women's bodies and how they were allowed to be sexual, we had to still give men access to women that were like that, but we had to be able to contain them. So you put them in brothels. Okay. But it's on Amazon Prime. But either way, the conversation about his mom, Richard Pryor, his grandmother and his mom, and why he may have hated women the way he did. And it always goes back to, I believe, the way women ruin boys, trying to make those boys be hardened men. Because people are telling women, you can't raise a son, but then these niggas leave you to raise a child on your own. And so in order to offset for the lack of a male in the home, y'all do like real brutal shit. Also, a lot of y'all are, y'all are not okay either, right? Whatever life is throwing at you, you getting hit up, you're angry, you're discontent. You're not taught how to handle your emotions. So you have sons, and then you have sons that you fuck up by being cruel to them, being emotionally abusive, being controlling, not allowing them to figure out who they are, not like just being supportive and building them up. No, you got to control who they become. Y'all do all of that, and them niggas grow up and hate you. And then because they can't really hate you, they hate all the women around them. And they can be this amazing comic, this, amazing individual to people at times. But the way they engage with the women they're in relationships is a direct reflection of the fact that they hate their moms, because their moms or their mother figures have wronged them in some deep way. And it really does, I think, circle back around to homophobia. And also just this need to create what y'all think is a man in these young boys, because you really are corrupting them, whether you are like being rough with them, whether you're being too hands off with them, like neglectful because they're boys, so you ain't got to do all of that. Like, there's really a lack of taking care of boys in a way that helps them become young men. But, like, it's like you either coddling them or you neglecting them, or you're traumatizing them into their manhood. So it's like once you see like how often this is the reason why, you see why these niggas be so mad at single mothers all the time. But then as women, you and young girls growing up, we understand what happens to the young girls and the women that end up being the terrible fucking mothers. And that is how the young girls are being groomed, how the parents treat the young girl, all of the responsibility, shaming her about sex, making her keep babies that she may not want because you want to punish women when they have sex. And so when they have babies, instead of letting them have abortions like they're supposed to be able to do, a bitch supposed to be able to make a tea with some herbs and not be pregnant if she don't want to be. But oh no, y'all get rid of all of that. And then when y'all create abortions in this time period, now y'all want to stop women from doing that. You know why? Because almost every nigga on the planet is mad at some woman. And when a woman gets pregnant, he wants to punish her. So you have to stay pregnant. And if you don't stay pregnant, you're a bad person. I can leave you. I can leave you to take care of these kids all by your fucking self. As a general consensus, men have decided that women have to keep babies that they don't want, because then that would make the women bad people and they're trying to punish them. But then they also decide once these children come into the world, if you decide you don't really want to do it anymore, just go start over somewhere else. So essentially, everybody's fucked up. And then you create, you put the internalized racism on top of that. And what that does. And then you get your Tyler, the Creators, right? Smart, inventive, very creative, but also so much fucking anger, so much bitterness swirling around inside. And I heard he's changed. I heard he's not the same anymore. That's why he's deleting these tweets. R. Kelly peed on a fucking child and got away with it. That is the most swagged out shit I have ever heard in my life. Understand, when I was talking about Dave Chappelle, most of the niggas felt like this. There is something sick about the way they're grooming people to basically feel like the most powerful thing you can do is fuck a kid and get away with it. That's the best, like the best thing you could do. The biggest thing to prove Jeffrey Epstein and y'all stupid ass president, that whole, we have a secret and we can do, what's better than being rich, or what's better than having all of the money and all of that. And they act like, oh, it's a little secret amongst them. It's being able to fuck children, steal their innocence, like in an energetic exchange, and then like go on and continue to be powerful and be respected by the masses while knowing what you're doing, which is something that should really have you dragged out to the outskirts and stoned to death or some shit. But we don't do that anymore. Yeah, I had to get deep on y'all right quick, but sometimes I have to like remind y'all what be going on just in case you didn't know. So yeah, he had this one. If this Zimmerman shit doesn't go right, I hope blacks don't riot or go on to prove to the others that they are animals and shit. Fuck that. Yeah, no, you're not. We are all animals. Everybody, every human, every mammal is a fucking animal. Let's start there. That's a categorization. But another thing is, it's actually inhumane to not have any emotion behind this shit. Not saying that we should be out here being reckless, because y'all know I don't like recklessness, okay? But at the same time, this acting like no emotion is better than having emotion is inhumane. We are supposed to have feelings, y'all. We are. We're supposed to have feelings. We're supposed to be bothered by things. We're not supposed to let the feelings consume us, but we're supposed to have fucking feelings. If there's a whole bunch of fucked up things going on in a community, we should be able to express our anger in a way that is going to make some change happen, not just to express it, not just to destroy, but does the destroying have a meaning? Whose shit are you destroying? You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I don't like reckless shit. You could be angry. Your anger is righteous. You deserve to be angry about this shit. A lot of this shit. But you have to keep in mind not to allow it to consume you. And this type of shit that he's talking about is a lack of emotional connection. And it is inhumane. It's dehumanizing. I still ain't shit. Hello? could totally become a failure, or like Wale tomorrow. Gotta stay focused and brainwash more people. This reminds me of that Groyper shit. Because in general, they be like being straight up, like talking straight in your face, telling you shit, and then acting like it's a joke. You know, all my life I'd hear black people don't do that from black people. And I was always like, you stupid niggas putting limits on yourself. You don't do that. I'ma go snowboarding. You stay here in Hawthorne, homie, later. He's not wrong there. Y'all know, I don't know if y'all know, but like I've always been, you know, tad bit grunge girl. Like my white girl rocker bands. Okay. I love film in a way that I like, you know, I know the white people girl. All right. I had the Dawson's Creek soundtrack. All right. I like rock, like 90s grunge. Oh my God. Y'all know, I saw somebody post, they was like, oh, I miss Garage Band. Because y'all know, like back in the 90s, a lot of like your favorite bands that a lot of us, like even black kids, got into, like y'all know 90s, early 2000s, there's like this era of rock music that black people are also listening to, right? That's your Nickelback, that's Paramore, Nirvana, like, right, y'all know, right? No doubt. All of those bands come from garage bands. And garage bands are literally kids that practice their music in their fucking garages. Do y'all know, since the 90s and the early 2000s, they have changed the laws around neighborhoods. And so now the more neighborhoods that have homeowners associations, they got rid of kids being able to rehearse and play loud music in their garages in the neighborhoods because families started to get fined. So they could no longer practice their music in the garage. Therefore, you get no more garage bands. Therefore, that type of rock doesn't exist anymore for real. And I thought that was crazy. I saw that I was like, damn. And that's just, capitalism ruins everything. Capitalism ruins everything. Oh my God. But yeah, no, I'm glad that he's, deleting some of this shit. I'm not gonna read the rest of that. I don't have the energy for that. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad he's getting rid of that shit. I'm glad he's learned. Hopefully the journey teaches you to love yourself. That's the point. And you have to love who you are, even with being black. So let's go, because I do want to go here. Gilbert Arenas says he lies to his wife 10 to 12 times a day, claims it's her job to catch the lie, adds most NBA players cheat on their girls. Let's take a listen to all of this truth that this man is going to tell you.
The NBA season starts, that's where all the bad habits are. Mm-hmm. So when the season starts, now I'm flying to Miami. Now I'm flying to Atlanta. Now I'm flying to Los Angeles, New York, right? Houston. Yeah. Coming in 2-3 in the morning. Where am I going? Strip club. Right? Club. So we are partying and drinking damn near every city we go. What? Different girls every city we go. So we're partying during the season on our work schedule. In the summer, we ain't doing none of that. Yeah. Because our girlfriends and our families. I lie to my wife every day. What the fuck? 10, 12 lies a day. That's my job, to lie. Her job is to try to catch the lie.
So you've been through the whole phase. Yeah. And you lived it, and now you're settled down. I'm not gonna lie, respect.
No, see, you said settle down like I'm happy. that's wild, man. Don't put that on. When the NBA,
I believe she does a podcast with him too. And all of us, I remember when they when they were on their podcast and he popped out with her, or pictures of the wedding popped out. And I remember thinking to myself, oh wow, what woman would do that to herself? Like, what woman would do such a thing to herself as to marry goofy ass, woman hating, disrespectful as Gilbert Arenas. Like, why would you do that to yourself? I can only imagine this woman doesn't really like herself. Let's see.
Having 4 kids with the same woman that you don't like, that's a red flag.
Why is that a red flag? Can you explain that? That seems like loyalty.
That's not loyalty. To me, that comes off as dumb. Yep.
So that wouldn't be loyal, that they're
No.
willing to stick it out. And
No, that's not loyal. Like, I believe you got to enjoy your life. I can understand staying for the kid, but it should have been one kid. Like, let's say she got pregnant, however she got pregnant, you're together, not together, on the break, whatever. And, but then you know her personality by then, right? And then the fact that you decide to stay with her, I'm like, I commend you for that. Yes, I'm gonna stay until my kid is grown, and then we can separate. But having more kids with her when you felt like a character wasn't right for you, to me, that's a red flag, because I'm like, why you keep on having kids?
So it says backstory. He met her while she was live streaming and shot his shot in a live chat, and his fans blew up her chat, making sure he didn't go unnoticed. And they had a few back and forths online, and then that grew into this in real life live stream sit down for the first time to see if they are both fit for a future with each other. This was just part of that live stream.
so can we flip that?
Tell me.
Right, if it's a woman who had 4 kids by this dude, that's right, we know he ain't shit.
That's a red flag too. I'm like, why are you keeping on having?
But everybody would say because she was a loyal woman, right? And she tried to make it work, and she tried to make it stick.
I'm sorry, I wouldn't say that.
Oh.
The only thing I would say is, yeah, keep on, stay with the man to raise the kid, maybe, but not have more.
What makes that a red flag? So it's dumb.
To me, it's dumb to. Okay, before I talk, because I've seen you talk about her. So, did you like her? Did you think she had a good character?
When we first met, she was fun.
Sure. Eventually, you found out. When did you find out her character was foul?
3 weeks.
So 3 weeks, and you still went and had one kid with her, at least one.
It's a man thing, right? The psychopath always has the best, right? So when you're young, you just like that feisty stuff, and well, no, what it is when women act like that. I think we think they love us, right? I think it, at that age, you're in your 20s when someone is, breaking your windows, sneaking over.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. She loves me climbing. I mean, I've had the ladder go to the window, trying to climb into the window, right? It's cute, right? You think that person that you
I don't know.
You think it's love when it's not.
I think maybe you didn't get nobody taught you what was love, because to me, there is no man that do some craziness that I'm gonna be like, oh, I love that. Oh, he loves me so much. No, I'm gonna be like, you're fucking psycho. Yeah, you might love me on another level where you might even kill me, but I don't want that type of love. I want the regular love where, we regular, when we want to make each other happy. We're not trying to kill nobody. That's what I want. So yeah, so maybe that's from your childhood, nobody like taught you what was love, and now you see that and you're like, ooh, she loves me. I mean, maybe she loved you too. I'm not even saying she didn't love you, but that's something.
No, but most men are not taught to receive love, right? We're taught to give it. No one's taught us how to receive.
I'm gonna stop him right there, because that sounds like some stupid shit. You haven't been taught how to receive love? You just know how to give it? Is that what you think? So you think she's busting your windows out means that she cares about you. What did you do for her to bust your windows out? These niggas want to be deeper than they actually really are. No, you're a man. You want a woman. You want a main woman. You want a, maid mattress and a mule. Shout out to Erica. And you want to be able to fuck other women as you see fit. That's what you want to do. And you want her to get mad about it because it makes you feel like she cares about you. Instead of all of the other shit that she does. None of that matters. And it is not because you haven't been taught how to receive love. It's because you don't value the love when people are actually giving it to you because you're used to it. You feel like servitude, people taking care of you, people making sure you have, love and affection or whatever it is you need, the role that women play in relationships. You don't really value that. You don't value it. Because if you did, you wouldn't be looking for love in her response to you cheating on her. Because I'm sure that's why she was breaking your fucking windows. As a gay man, I can tell you he accepts love from other dudes. Listen, I don't know what it is about goofy niggas like him, but they always give you secretly sucking dick and love it. Like, it might be on your mind all the time to like actually want to put another man's Johnson in your mouth, swirl it around, spit on it. Anyways, so yeah, Gilbert Arenas is embarrassing his wife. A lot of us were like, girl, why would you do this? So she knew the red flags, was bullied into dating him by his crowd, decided to actually marry him knowing how goofy and disrespectful he can be. And now he's on this little boy with the blonde tips, which is just so God. Yeah, you're on his podcast telling us how you lie to the lady all the time. Does she know you lie to her all the time and that she has to catch the lie? I'm sure she feels like this is sharpening her discernment skills, but she still decided to marry you. So I don't know, how strong her discernment skills will grow to be. If growing them is her having to find out the time that you're lying in the confines of a grown-ass relationship, where I have to be doing all of this hard labor to figure out what you're doing and what you mean when you communicate with me because you lie. That's insane. No, they won't last. They won't last. I don't know why they got married. Obviously, that lady saw, that he had money and was like, oh, well, I'll marry him. And then at least if I divorce him in a year or two, I'll get a nice little settlement. But I wouldn't even want to put myself through letting Gilbert Arenas and his, mouth breathing ass climb on top of me. No. I don't like the way you talk to people. I don't like the way you treat women. I don't like the fact that you're a grown ass fucking man with like probably teenage sons or teenage children, and your mentality is still that of a fucking child. Because that's what that sounds like when like all of this shit you're doing on this podcast right here.
Season starts.
Yeah, this is all ridiculous. Like, why you gotta lie to the lady? Why you can't just keep it a buck? We have an open marriage. I do what I want to do when I'm out of town. I wear a condom. She makes me get an STD test when I come home. I wear a condom for the first couple of months before I go back. Whatever the situation is, because hoes be, hell bent on raw sex. But either way, I just kind of feel like if you're going to put it out there that she's accepting this, why do you have to put it out there as if it's something she don't really know about? Because that's what it give. It give you getting one over on her. And you want to get the validation of a little boy or a grown man that looks like a little boy. You want the validation of the niggas in the room with you. And the validation is that I was able, even with my goofy looking ass, even with my track record of being disrespectful, ornery, and just having a bad attitude in general, I still was able to pull this brilliantly beautiful woman. Okay? The girl is, face card. She ain't got no makeup on. It's face card. I get her. And now I get to trick her into being in this relationship with me where I lie to her all the time. I fuck around on her and she just got to deal with it. Don't you guys think I'm great? Yeah, other men? Do you guys like me now? Do you guys think I'm great because I got one over on this woman? You guys accept me now? Do I get validation now that I've like humiliated this woman? Will you guys be my friends now? Yeah. I know that little weird nigga is a racist. I think that Gilbert Arenas is one of them black men that don't really like being black. He has that Tyler the Creator, Kanye internalized racism. I don't really like my nigga self, but I also want the validation of niggas. So I do, nigga shit like being a hoe so that I can, in fact, get the validation from the niggas that I don't even really like that. I don't even like the niggas like that. Yeah, he's a weirdo. I think I summed it up. Not no mother syndrome, child. Is that what they call it? Y'all, PJ Washington asked to dismiss Brittany Renner's request to increase $5,000 monthly child support to $35K after news of his $90 million contract extension. I did not and have never consented for a California court to modify the child support. Yeah, he don't want to have to pay her more money, even though I think he just signed like a $90 million contract. He signed a $90 million contract. And he wants to only give her $5,500 a month for their son. I'm not gonna say it's fucked up. I'm just gonna say you don't really care about your kid. You don't really like your kid. You don't care about your baby mama. You don't like your baby mama. I don't know what you niggas have money for if it's not to take care of the people you have children with and the children that y'all make. I don't know what the point of having all of that money is if you're not going to at least take care of the bitch. Like, my God, like you chose to have a baby with her. Like, I don't know why everybody thinks that bitches got to trick niggas out of sperm. Nobody has to trick these niggas out of sperm. They're squirting it all over the place. They put their sperm anywhere, girl. Anywhere. You say put it in a fishbowl. Nigga, put it in a fishbowl. Put it on the TV. Nigga, put it on the TV. Put it on the iPad. Nigga, put it on the iPad. Put it on my baby bang. Nigga, put the cum on the baby bang. Now you using it as gel. Listen, I personally feel like niggas just be mad at women because they not with them no more. And if a woman is not giving you sex, you no longer value her or respect her. So you don't want to actually have to take care of her, even if you have the money to do it. I could totally understand if it was going to eat away at, your lifestyle, having to give her a certain amount of money, but you signed a $90 million contract. I don't know. I just feel like women should really stop having babies with niggas. I do. In this patriarchal society where it is easier for a man to go and play basketball and make millions and millions of dollars, football, make millions, there's nothing like that for women. Women have to go to school. Women have to go to school, or we have to marry or fuck one of you niggas. That's the only options. There is no place for women to just go straight from the streets into a high-paying gig in sports. Like, that does not happen. Sports don't pay women that much. The entertainment industry doesn't even pay any of the entertainers enough for that to be a normal occurrence, the way it is an aspiration in the Black community for young men to become basketball and football players. Y'all don't have nothing like that but school for women. I'm just saying. In this world, there really isn't a lot of other ways for women to make that amount of money, especially at a young age, if they're not now doing social media in a way that makes them a lot of money. And everybody can't be a prepubescent looking white girl who can make, $10 million on fucking OnlyFans in 24 hours or whatever the fuck be going on over there. I don't know. But I just think if you have a child with a woman and you have a surplus of money and you can afford to make sure that she's straight, at least when it comes to her living situation, why would you not do that? Your son lived with her half the time. It's because you niggas are petty, you're small, and you don't care about anybody if you're not getting anything out of it, which means you don't really care about people. That's just what I assume. And listen, if that's how y'all niggas want to be, that's absolutely fine. Because I'm not one of them women that would be running behind y'all for a fucking thing. I would much rather raise the child on my fucking own than to beg you niggas to do anything. I'm not one of them. If I would have had a baby, bitch, I already had it in my mind since I was young that I didn't want to have one. But if I ever did, if birth control failed or anything, I understood it would be on me and it would be my responsibility solely at some point, no matter what. That's what I kind of just committed to my mind. So that made me, strive even more so to go and get plan B the day after, some shit went down. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not fighting with you. I'm not giving you a way to control me through a fucking kid. I'm not doing that. Because I know the ways my dad would move. Like I'm not doing that shit. I'm not giving you a lock and chain on me. And babies are locks and chains on women so that they always have to be worrying about, dealing with, caring about that nigga. Because prior to now, women would do a lot for a baby daddy that ain't shit. Let you have a baby with a man in his early 20s or when he's still in good health. Life hit him up real bad, get a drug habit or something like that. You taking care of that nigga for the rest of your life because you care about your child. You helping that nigga if he need help for the rest of his fucking life because you care about your child. I've just seen it too many times. You ain't gotta tell me I'm wrong about it. So I don't even really get mad at bum ass niggas like this. You don't want to take care of your kid. You don't want to take care of her to the level that you really can. You just ain't shit. And I wouldn't be fighting with you to get it from you neither. I just wouldn't. I don't have time for that. You be an ain't shit nigga all on your own. Thank you for the sperm and fuck you very much. If I was to get pregnant, I'm about to be doing all of this with these fuck ass niggas. Like, I hope you slip and fall and break your fucking ankle, you bitch ass nigga. Okay? But no, I don't need anything from you, nigga. But at the same time, I don't begrudge women for trying to get what they should be getting out of somebody that laid down and put sperminal fluid in their womb, knowing that it could lead to a child. Just saying. But yeah, I think that's a bitch ass nigga. I think that is a woman that is not handling her shit the way she should be handling her shit. And that's them people business. And that's really sad. So let's move on. Cause the children are gonna be the ones harmed in y'all's bullshit. So Dreka and Kevin, neighbors. Kevin Gates and his estranged wife Dreka are facing off in court after she accused him of cutting her and their kids off financially, and the kids. Yeah, because niggas will be all of that. Oh, I care about my kids. I'm a black man, and I care about generational wealth, and niggas be acting like they care about that. That's new words that they just learned, and it makes them feel good to use them, but they don't really mean them. Because again, you want to punish the woman? You're not fucking with the woman no more? Now you're not financially securing the children. You don't give a fuck. You ain't seen them kids in how long? How long has been you seen them fucking kids? Because you can trust that the woman is going to take care of the kids. So you can just leave the child and not even have to worry about what's going on with them because you trust the mama. A luxury that she don't have. Because I'm sure she worry about her child if she leave her child with your ass. I'm just saying. I don't trust these niggas, bro. According to TMZ, Dreka Gates says that she said Gates started dismantling their family financial foundation back in 2021. Yeah, my sinus is ridiculous. I've taken all of the things. I'm drinking tea. I feel like it's just gonna take some time to work. Leave me alone. I'm trying. Okay, I still came to work, even though I can't breathe. Okay, just woke up. So again, back in 2021, while flaunting his wealth by buying 18 luxury cars and $4.7 million Calabasas mansion. Meanwhile, their Mississippi farm is reportedly in foreclosure over $7 million in unpaid taxes. Now Dreka is demanding $27,000 a month in child support and another $46,000 in spousal support, totaling more than $70,000 a month. Kevin's response: he's allegedly telling the court they were never legally married to begin with. Dreka, who filed for divorce in July, citing irreconcilable differences, also wants to be named the kids' primary custodian since she claims they spent 95% of their time with her since 2023. So you bought the house in Mississippi because y'all was trying to do that generational wealth and, you know, all of that shit. And you lose it because of taxes? Well, ain't lost it yet. But you owe a hell $7 million in taxes. And in all honesty, he should have to pay that. Excuse me. He should have to sell the Calabasas shit. I don't know. $7 million. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all been not paying taxes for a long ass time. Thank y'all. Hold up, y'all. Oh gosh. This shit is real deal ridiculous. I'm just saying. But this just goes to show that these niggas are who they are. And I don't care how much they rubbing their hands together while rubbing their socks on the carpet to spark an electrical charge out of their motherfucking fingertips. Got you hoes thinking that they magical and shit. I don't give a fuck. People that are raised in certain environments, raised by people with certain mentalities and mindsets, they breed the same fucking type of children. They breed niggas that hate women, niggas that don't care about nobody but themselves, niggas that pretend like they care about other people as long as it is beneficial for them. And then when it's no longer beneficial, they say fuck them people. They give them people they ass to kiss. They play mind games with them people. I can't imagine how fucking long he was probably telling Dreka to stay and stick it out because, oh, you don't want the kids to not have their daddy. You don't want the kids to not have they daddy. And then you stay in a relationship. The nigga still go off and do whatever the fuck he want to do. 2 years later, you didn't have the kids 95% of the time. That's when you finally decide to file for a divorce because you realize he was just using the kids against you. Because if he really cared about the kids, he would have been an active parent, whether he was with you or not. So now, since we know that none of the shit is about the kids, oh, I can file for divorce now. I hope she get every penny of it. Because for the longest I've been sitting here like, hey girl, you gonna keep letting him play with you like that? Hey girl, I know you don't know us. But we see what's going on here. And just as a society of women, we just wanted to know, are you gonna keep letting that nigga in them tight ass clothes disrespect you like that? Are you gonna keep letting that narcissistic, weird ass nigga disrespect you like this, girl? Cause he cute and all of that, but you way prettier than him. Which means you could do better. Why you letting him play with you like that, girl? To me, it feel like you letting him play with you, girl. You letting that nigga just play all in your face. And I don't understand why you letting him play with you like that. So now she asking for $70,000 a month. And I hope she get it. Because he played for way too long. And I think everything he did when it comes to putting that relationship on blast, all them little interviews and shit he was doing, all of that shit was a way to provoke Dreka and to provoke a response from her. And she wasn't giving him a response. Which is why eventually the relationship with Brittany Renner ran its course. Because it was never really about having a real relationship with her. It was about using her for all of the things he could get from her, but also using her to get back at Dreka. Talking about that's my wife and all of that. Just saying. How am I tripping? What did I do? What did I do? I also feel like, shouldn't we be able to prove that y'all are married with a marriage license? But it would make sense that y'all wouldn't actually be married because we know how much y'all like to pretend. Oh, weird ass. Puss ass. Okay. Oh, you mean about him being cute? Well, I'm just saying, I personally am not attracted to a nigga that's talking about punching pussy, but plenty hoes are. Plenty hoes are. At some point, she was cute to him. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to Tamara Braxton. Girl, Tamara says that she's pissed that she didn't get to air out Trina's ex-husband after he was seemingly accused of inappropriately texting their niece when she was 16. All of this was kept from me. All right, let's read what Tamara said. No shade to nobody. But if I knew what all I know now, I would have aired Gabe's ass out like I would have normally. But all this was kept from me till Ashley spoke out so that I wouldn't. I'm pissed that I didn't get that opportunity. This season has made me ridiculously traumatized and triggered. Family Secrets is real, and it will F you and your life up. It did it for me. And now that I am healed and healing, I can't help but to help other people who grew up like me. Enough is enough. At some point, you have to do the right thing and show up for your younger self and other people who are hurting from other people's bullshit. So watch the damn show and please try and fix y'all fucked up families like I'm trying to do. I'm trying. I still love them though. Whew. Keep it for real. My God on today.
Okay, so one of my aunts does not talk to me about.
Girl, she said her daddy abused her. She said her daddy abused her. Her stepmom, I think, might have been ain't shit. And when she went and stayed by Auntie Trina's house, Gabe was all nice and everything. And then when she left, he started texting her inappropriately. Like, you could just imagine the nigga, you know, watching her from afar and shit. She just being a kid, thinking that's her uncle. He thinking about fucking her. So, yeah, girl. Tamara, why can't you talk about what happened to you? I know she talked about it, like she says something happened, but she never actually talks about it specifically, at least not that I have heard. And I would really love for her to just come out and tell the story, girl. Tell the story. Name these motherfuckers. Name what happened. Acknowledge it. Put words to it. Get it out. And stop recycling it inside of yourself because you use it as a form of victimhood. So I would love for you to heal from whatever happened to you so you can stop exhausting those of us that actually like you on some level, but you just tire us the fuck out with your shenanigans. Yes, write a book. Make a motherfucking YouTube series, bitch. Tisa Tales, Tamar Tales. Let me tell y'all how they touched me as a child. Okay? Yes. We would all show up. Because we know somebody did it. We know somebody did it. I just want to see where I'm going next. Hold up. Let's go to Wendy Osefo, shall we, y'all? I got 5 on it. Oh, ask and key. I got 5 on it. Messing with that no weed. I got 5. Bitch is creepy. I'm sorry. So Wendy Osefo claims she was illegally arrested as she faces fraud charges in Maryland. On Friday, October 17th, her lawyer filed documents to dismiss all charges, citing defects in the charging document. Wendy also requested that evidence be suppressed due to an unlawful search and seizure, as well as in any communications intercepted unlawfully. On Thursday, October 9th, both. Now, why would they have gotten things unlawfully? How would they have gotten things unlawfully? I need answers, bitch. On Thursday, October 9th, both Wendy and her husband, Eddie Osefo, were arrested for insurance fraud and related charges, but were released on a $50,000 bond. Wendy's lawyer also asked for the trial of co-defendants to be separated and demanded prosecutors turn over evidence, witness list, polygraph results, and police reports. We're going to see how it all shakes out, but Wendy is saying that it's all a vicious lie, and I also feel like she's tossing it a bit on Eddie. Let's see what Candace had to say.
Forehead, girl.
Not forehead.
I wasn't saying anything, but since we're here and you put the microphone in my face, I'm going to say, I'll keep it light that, well, first of all, I thought that Wendy and Ashley were friends. That
on
was
the show so
I,
far, they seem quite cordial.
Quite cool.
On the current season.
Yeah, so far they seem
okay.
Unless I missed something, but yeah, they seem good.
Right. Well, so when I left, they were friends. They were friends. And unless something happened this current season, what would possess Ashley to say something like that? Something so celebratory in the face of what feels like a disaster and a travesty for Wendy. Like she had to have like slept with your man for you to say something like that. And being as how you don't have one, like, what did she do? Did she like you would have had?
She grew up with a financially stable household. That's what it is. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but Ashley tends to dislike for the most part. And the reason why I say this is because I just feel like she's always got some type of underlying issue with people she thinks had a better childhood than her. The only person that she doesn't do this to is Giselle. And because Giselle is a bully ass bitch, and Ashley falls in line with the bully bitch. That's just kind of how that goes. Ashley is a Gretchen. Like as a personality archetype, Ashley is a Gretchen. And so whenever, the head of the Mean Girl squad steps into the room, Ashley is going to fall in line. That's how that shit works. And it's how it's been working with her. But when it comes to like Wendy, when it comes to Candace, any affluent, seemingly dark-skinned woman that may have had a better childhood than Ashley is waiting for the moment to laugh in your face at your misfortune, because in her mind, you're holding your upbringing over her head as if she's white trash because her mom lived in a tent under a bridge. That's what I assume. I don't know.
To like snatch one of my kids for me to say that, because and this is just maybe home training that some of us don't have. Even my worst enemy, and I have a couple, in their misfortune, what you will never find me doing is like you said, dancing on their graves. Like it is a recipe. You are inviting the karma to come and whoop your ass. And karma has already come and come again for Ashley.
See, I don't know about that, y'all. I don't know. Because I feel like whenever somebody really evil or really, I feel like is a fucked up person has a downfall, do we not all like rejoice? Is that not what we being taught? Yee, the wicked witch of the north is dead, or whatever the fuck. The wicked witch of the south, whatever the fuck, where the wicked witch was from. Y'all was happy. Y'all was dancing, jumping around, lollipop guild and shit when the witch died. Whenever y'all was hanging black people from trees, y'all was outside having picnics and shit. Y'all was enjoying yourselves. So I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not saying, no. I'm not saying Wendy is evil, but I'm just saying I'm kind of over the concept of what I feel like is people trying to virtue signal when at the end of the day, if I don't fucking like you, I may not be like happy about anything, but if you're a terrible motherfucker and I feel like you harm people, yeah, bitch, I might do a little two-step. I might woke up looking for the broccoli. I might do a little, you know what I'm saying, Kendrick Lamar two-step over your grave, bitch. I might. I don't, I don't believe that we should have these no matter what, once they're dead, or once they're having a hard time, I'm not da 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 da. What if their hard time, was just? What if their hard time was karma? I can't be happy that karma came around. I can't be happy that at the end of the day, what goes up must come down. because I find relief in the fact that you can't just do anything you want to do to people all the time. That's bad. I didn't know.
As we've seen time and time again on the show. So I'm perplexed as to why she thought that was the best choice. I know cameras were rolling at the show.
It seemed like they were. I love
Which
the show.
that would push her to just kind of go a little further. But it's like it's a soul selling of sorts that you would say this when literally
a soul selling. You think Ashley sold her soul because she shaded Wendy and kicked her while she was down? Have you met Ashley, Candace?
Fortune can find anybody. And
like this is the way Ashley has always moved. This is why I'm convinced that at some point Candace and Ashley must have bumped pocketbooks. Because what have you been watching or paying attention to? You've been there. This girl has consistently thrown you under the bus. Y'all could never really get along until that one time y'all went out of town together and it gave that y'all bumped pocketbooks. And maybe Ashley's good at her job.
Given, where you've come from, and the person you have escaped, we don't know what you're privy to. We don't know you when he let you out that cage. We don't know what you were privy to. Allegedly,
cage.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's why
we don't know. So I don't know why it just boggles my mind that she would be so celebratory, even if she didn't like her.
That's what I mean with the Kiana question. Like, are we just alliance or friends? But even if you were just, to your point, just
this is a thing for Candace, right? This is a thing for Candace. Candace, and I think this is, I don't know what, how much she has looked at her childhood, because I know her mama is a therapist and her mama ain't shit. So I do understand, that she has done some therapy. You have looked at your parents for why you may think a certain way. But there's something about the way Candace relates to people that sometimes makes me feel like she can never really see the bad guy clearly. It's like she could never really see the bad guy clearly. Because even when I remember we had a conversation before on social media, I said something, about, it was during George Floyd time or something like that. And she was like, you don't think that we should educate white people on racism? I'm like, no. I had gotten to that point at this point where I was just like, no, it's their responsibility. They live in this world just like we do. If they want to fucking act like they don't know that everything that, a lot, especially the rich ones, a lot of the things that they have is built off of Black people being enslaved and the money that y'all was able to get. If you don't know that the reason why your family was able to gain wealth from selling a fucking house in the 50s is because you are white and you didn't live in a neighborhood where somebody will come into your fucking house, see Black people on the wall and decide to give you thousands of dollars less on the dollar than what your house is worth. Like, I don't understand this. Especially because I went to college. So I know what motherfuckers are being taught in higher education. We don't have to keep educating people that went to school with us. We don't have to keep educating people that went to college and that have gotten the same information that we got about racism. They saw what Martin Luther King and them said. Why do we have to keep, we all have the same History Channel. Why do we have to keep explaining our oppression to our oppressors? To me, it sounds like some gaslighting, some bullshit, a mind game. You have to seek out being better on your own. That is not a job for Black people to carry. So when she and I were having that back and forth, it made me realize, yeah, you don't really see how fucked up people can be. That's what it seems like. Because if you recognize how fucked up racist people can be, you know that over-explaining yourself to them is pointless. Trying to get them to understand is pointless. They are going to be who they are going to be. So I feel like you're not seeing the fact that Ashley has always been a fucked up person, has always kind of rejoiced at these moments, especially if it's somebody she don't really like. Like, where you been, Candace? Just the same as you acting like everybody's so fucking wrong because we believe Wendy did that shit. Girl. Oh, let's see. I wanted to watch this with y'all.
Hey.
Good.
What's good with you?
Oh my gosh, you did it again.
You might be slow. Oh my gosh, what car do you drive? That is not the method.
I just don't want
to. Put that shit in your pocket. I'm not gonna lie, you are not tough for that.
I was waiting on somebody to tell me. You know what I mean? I really was gonna keep this shit going until somebody. But you being honest with me though, right?
Of course.
Y'all see how they love when somebody tell them how fucking stupid that they look? You see how like they love when a woman come up to them and tell them, hey, nigga, you look dumb. Take that stupid shit off. Oh, I was just waiting on somebody to tell me I look dumb. Oh, okay.
There you go. There you go.
But I really respect that. Like, nobody was honest with me tonight. But
Nobody said that shit to you?
No. Oh my gosh, you did it again.
I like to play like, times where evidence that I was right about somebody's overall lame ass corny character comes out. Because there were a lot of people, I'm sure they're not here now, but there were a lot of people in my comments just fighting and arguing on behalf of DDG. Daryl's a great guy. You don't know what you're talking about, Bondi. He's a streamer. He made the way. He paved the way for streamers. Nigga looks shiny to me. Let's press. Speaking of niggas looking shiny, I guess we can go ahead and get into the shiniest of shiny, Negroes, demons, if you will.
I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
All right, girl. Not that one. This one. Diddy reportedly woke up to a shank at his neck inside prison. Close friend says if dude wanted him gone, it would have only taken a second. Can you imagine? Was it his bunkmate, or did he just wake up and somebody was in his cell? They don't lock the cell doors at night? Did one of the COs unlock the door so that Diddy could be threatened? Is that what happened? Or was you in there with a nigga and you found out that after you finished, doing whatever gay shit you was doing in there, that he was a crazy nigga? Because sometimes that happens when you in prison, right? You meet somebody, you think they cool. And then you find out what they in there for. And you find out how crazy they are. And the next thing you know, nigga on top of you after, a real nice night with a shank talking about, get your hand out my pocket. Nigga, you're not wearing no pants. What do you mean? I can't imagine. According to Charlucci Finney, who says he spoke directly with Diddy about the incident. So now we're getting this story from one of Diddy's many cult members. Right. I already don't trust anything that's happening here, but that definitely put another check in the don't trust this shit box. Okay. Charlie said he spoke directly to Diddy after the incident. The attack happened while Diddy was asleep inside the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. Finney told TMZ that the inmate snuck up on Diddy in the middle of the night and pressed the blade to his neck, saying if the man he had wanted to kill him, it would only have taken a second to slit his throat. I just wanted you to know, nigga. I just wanted you to know that if I wanted you out of here, you'd be out of here. And I was just like, well, that sounds like a toned down night for Diddy, to be honest. Like, this is a man that basically was holding niggas hostage with his dick. Y'all ain't heard that story? Remember that story with him and Cassie, right? And the guy is in there and he's trying to fuck Cassie, but Diddy standing over his shoulder, jacking off, right? Diddy standing over his shoulder, speaking in a deep voice with a mask on or some shit. He don't know what's going on. He's scared. There's a nigga with a dick in his hand right over his shoulder. Who knows what's going to happen? And the guy is there. He's trying to have sex. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, I paid you the money. I gave you half the money. If you don't finish, you're not going to get the rest. All right? So the guy is trying to like, make this happen with Cassie. He's trying to perform, but he can't perform because there's a crazy nigga over his shoulder in a mask talking about, nigga, if you don't fuck her, I'ma rape you. I don't know. That's a lot of pressure. That is a lot of pressure. Can you imagine? Then it's just like, you better make it happen. And you, bitch, you better smile. You better like it. At any moment, I'm going to use this as a weapon and let off right in your fucking eye. It's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. I feel like that's a way, way, way scarier situation. Can you imagine? Because then I could think in my mind, okay, so what if I do get into the blend with Cassie and now it's going good? She's a beautiful woman. It's coochie. I got a dick. I'm fucking her. I'm enjoying it. And then all of a sudden, he yells out, can't stop, won't stop. And the next thing I know, I've lost all of my bowels. You just don't know what happens at a Diddy party, okay? But I feel like that's a lot of shit, okay? That's a lot of shit going on for him to act like this one time where he woke up with an unsatisfied customer. He didn't shank you. Almost don't count. Almost don't count. Okay? But yeah, Finney told TMZ the inmate snuck up on him. He says Diddy managed to stay calm until officers intervened and the other inmate was taken away. The chilling encounter reportedly left Diddy shaken, but physically unharmed. Reports add that Diddy has been requesting protective custody due to safety concerns. With Finney insisting the near attack shows he's not safe in there. Well, Finney, I don't know if you know, niggas are not technically supposed to be safe in jail. I don't know if you know, but jail is like a place that people go for punishment. And because like we're very barbaric, we try to find real fucked up ways to punish people, for shit. And so we came up with this way where we lock you in this little bitty ass box, right? And people don't realize how crazy that is because, niggas grow up in the projects with no windows and shit. So you think this is not that big of a deal until you realize that no. Not being able to go outside when you want to is very, very panic inducing. Okay. So essentially, people are not supposed to feel safe in prison. They just don't. Like that's not a part of the way they set the prison up. It's to keep you motherfuckers in, not to protect y'all inside there. Yeah, y'all know I don't believe any of this. That's why I'm being facetious. I hope that was not lost upon y'all. Let's get into Married to Medicine, okay? And who is this nigga? I've never heard of this nigga. Like, who is this? I don't even know this nigga. Just come out of nowhere. He could be any old crackhead off the street. Y'all, Married to Medicine is coming back.
Ladies, set your intentions. Remember how powerful your words are. We all should be able to drag. I'm ready for the drag right now if you're interested. Set your intentions on what you want to release. What kind of plans focus on the negative? These, bitch.
I'm about to tell you. These friends, bitch. These friends. So tired of motherfucking what's her name, y'all? Contessa. I'm so tired of motherfucking Contessa coming on this show with these bitches acting like she's so above all of this degenerate behavior. No, you're not, bitch. You've been here. You've walked up on people. You've threatened to beat people's asses before. Why are you acting like you above this?
Say, God, I thank you for healing me.
You're a fucking liar. And you're a damn fake ass bitch.
You're going to need all God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. This season on Married to Medicine.
I don't know why y'all always say that when it seems that God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit do not stop you niggas from niggering. But okay.
What's up, players? What's up, players and players?
This is the 3rd annual Med Gala.
The Med Gala looks like a 70s party. So that men who seemingly don't like their wives could pretend to be pimps. Is that what I saw? That's interesting.
Your iron tablets tend to constipate you. You'll be full of shit, but don't worry about that.
I think we're ready.
Don't be nervous.
Boom. Perfect.
I decided to take my IVF journey to Ghana. I'm willing to travel over to the motherland for my babies.
Let me get this straight. You about to go all the way to Ghana to try to have babies with this nigga because it's not happening here in Atlanta? It's not happening here. It's not happening here in America. I know it's more expensive, but something feels like bullshit.
Girlfriend, welcome to the sun. Oh, sucking now.
The newbies will have to share.
Share a room?
Share a room.
Where's the closest Ritz-Carlton?
My name might be Angel, but I can be fiery. I do want to date. What's the most important?
Okay, y'all. I've just decided at this age I don't want to share a room either. Don't ask me to share a room. I'm just gonna get my own room. Okay, thank you.
Thanks. This? No.
I don't need no anaconda, okay?
I inject. Anywhere you want to improve, I'm your girl. Show me how to get them twins. Flip it up and say.
Oh, because apparently the hoes need instructions on how to get pregnant.
Welcome to the beautiful island of Jamaica. We've had 10 couples trip.
We understand that problems happen in relationships.
Come. Okay.
Are you upset?
Parenting a child with special needs.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
If I had to learn about my son being arrested on social media, what else is out there?
I decided to take this journey with you, but let's be realistic.
Don't do this to me.
I don't give a about the people who don't give a about me.
Okay, girl, damn.
That's because you know I do.
Be a leader and lead the men.
Right.
You obviously don't feel like you are.
And you know what needs to change? The wives. We gotta change wives?
She has kicked her out. She has called her fake. We need to be careful of you. Girl, bye.
Don't say that about my son, bro.
You dogged our whole family. Leave my kids out of your mouth.
I cannot Dr. Jackie through this shit. It's not gonna work.
Wait a minute, baby. You got the Bible in your lap.
Sorry.
Oh, Lord. Excuse me. Okay. So Heavenly has been dropped to a friend of the show. Maybe because she doesn't, I don't know. I think it's because of her running for office. That's probably what it is. Because it's damn sure not because she's not going to be on here, arguing with people. I don't care about her son's arrest coming out. I'm over everybody that wants to talk shit about everybody else. But when they shit come up, now all of a sudden everybody got to stop talking about family, stop talking about kids and all of that. Girl, fuck all that. We're going to talk about your grown ass son getting arrested. Yeah, we are. We're going to talk about it. And guess what? You and Damon will be just fine. What, y'all going to fight us? Y'all going to fight us because we talking about y'all son? Like, okay. Like, girl, I guess. I don't really care. The season look like it's going to be good, though. I tell y'all that. The season does look like it's going to be good. And I feel like, we're going to have a good time watching Married to Medicine because we always have a good time watching Married to Medicine. But at the same time, child, they will work a nerve. Okay? Y'all gay asses. Anyway. So, y'all.
So, like, last year, I was trying to throw my daughter like a slumber party, and once again, no woman lives in the household. It's just me and my daughter, and like I communicated with one of the mothers, like just to see if she can get the ball rolling because she know a bunch of more mothers and whatnot. And then I asked, do she feel comfortable having? And as I was talking, she straight up interrupted me. No, I don't feel comfortable with that at all. And like I said, because I'm a man, and she was honest, and I respect her honesty. She was like, yes. And I'm like, that really made me that really did make me feel some type of way. So I expressed my, not even frustration. I was really sad. And I expressed that with other women. And they was like, well, Mark Anthony, you got to see where she coming from and blah, 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 this and that and whatnot. So like last year, like, and I do understand like where women coming from, but it just hurt my feelings to know that me just as a man, I get labeled as that. And like, I would never do nothing like that to like, I would never do nothing like that to kids, because like when I was growing up, like it was a situation, like I try to make jokes about it and whatnot. And like, long story short, it happened to me, but by a woman. And I just remember that feeling as I got older. And when I was younger, I would never do that to a child. And just know that like I could even throw my daughter like a slumber party is because like they think I'ma do what somebody did to me, which was like, and like, long story short, it happened to me, but by a woman. And I just remember that feeling as I got older. And when I was younger, I would never do that to a child. And just know that like I could even throw my daughter like a slumber party is because like they think I'ma do what somebody did to me, which was a woman, by the way. And like that shit made me damn near like cry for real, bro.
So I wanted to have empathy for the brother, because like I do know what it's like for people to make me feel like I have to, I told you I got accused of sexually harassing somebody, which I feel like I would never fucking do. So the fact that I am very conscious of that, it makes me feel like uncomfortable. But I don't care about people not wanting to be like, if you don't want to be around a bisexual girl, like I don't want to be around you either. That's fine. The problem comes in, you keep referencing that a woman did it to you. And I know that, so what, niggas won't think you gay. But also I felt like, so if a woman assaulted you as a child, and if you haven't really ever dealt with that, how are we supposed to know that you're safe for a child to be around? Because people who have had things happen to them do things to other people. And also on top of that, men who feel disempowered because of them being assaulted as children by women hate women when they grow up. And a way of showing how much you hate a woman is to be in a relationship with her and then fuck her kid. So I just kind of feel like I understand what you're doing there, but if it was actually you being assaulted and understanding what that means to want to protect children from that happening to them, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation. And so then the internet decided to go and find this picture that they posted on the internet. And somebody was like, I don't understand why this first picture was, because who did he send this to? Because who did he send a picture of his ass to? And the reason why we say that is because niggas do not just send pictures of their ass to people. And then I feel like, are you holding open one of the cheeks as you're sending it? What's happening here? Are you gay? Because I don't know straight men that send women pictures of their ass. And just because you're gay, that don't mean nothing bad. Please don't misunderstand me. But if you are not being honest about being gay, I don't know. But either way, don't send no pictures.
So like,
don't send no pictures of yourself out like that no more. That's embarrassing. Don't do that. He was holding it open. Listen, if I see your nudes on the internet, I might not let my kids go to your house. And that's just on God. And I feel like it depends on what's going on, because was it revenge porn? Were you sending this to your little boyfriend and he, you made him mad, so now he's trying to out you and shit? But it's not cool. Like, it's not cool to put labels like this, like PDF. Like, that's not cool to put labels on people like that. I don't give a fuck who they are. If they ain't never did no shit like that, I don't like that. But nigga, you being weird. Nigga, you being weird. Right? He's being weird. And then then we found this picture. Who had this picture? So many questions. I don't trust nothing. I don't trust nothing. People still have slumber parties. I had a slumber party. People came to my house. People trusted my mama, though. And my dad. Like, people trusted my family. And my dad would always be on his best, behavior. When the children wasn't mean that, you don't get yelled at. You don't get cursed out. A small shit. Very much so. Why are you crying about not having kids that aren't yours over your house? See? Creep. Creep, 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 creep. A lot of y'all niggas be creeps. And honestly, I would love for men to get to a point to where they understood that your biggest predator is a man as well. I know men don't want to admit this. They want to think that a woman turning them on enough to steal money from their pockets while she's sucking their dick. Girl, I don't know. But they seem to think that women are their predator, like the person that's being predatory onto them. No, other men are your biggest threat. Other men are the threat of other men. So I would be very happy when men understand that when women are in fear, it's not that we are in fear of you as a man specifically, but if you know that niggas will steal booty holes and wallets, then you would be very like, I can't trust these niggas, correct? That's how women feel. If you feel like you can't trust some men around your booty, understand how women can't trust niggas, no niggas, around them or children. I don't get why that's so hard to understand. Just like I said that somebody accused me of harassment as a child really fucked me up. Because now I don't like to be very, very close to people. I like to keep a safe distance from people because I don't want nobody to ever think nothing about me, bitch. I don't want nobody that don't want me. As soon as you tell me, what? I'm unattractive, bitch. What? I don't even look, I'm not looking at you. I don't even know you, bitch. You don't like me? Poof, pow, I disappear. Okay? I'm out of here. So yeah, like I don't, I get it. I understand. But I also feel like I'm okay with whoever don't want to be touched. I'm okay with whoever don't want to be around me. I'm okay with whoever don't want to be around, Bondi. You don't like Bondi. Bondi like this. Bondi like, that's cool. You ain't gotta like me, bitch. Bye. How about you ask one of the other mothers if they could have the shit at their house? Or ask them if they can maybe, have it at your house if you have a close relationship. Or maybe y'all could do it at a hotel and you have the mothers be chaperones. You just come in, set the shit up, make sure kids got everything they need, leave, come back the next morning, help everybody break everything down, make sure everybody get home. There are ways to do this. Why is you on the internet crying, trying to get sympathy from somebody? That's weird. And then you trying to use your own assault so that everybody will feel bad for you and feel like, oh no, he not one of them because he was assaulted. Yeah, at the same time, you should be able to respect that people are going to feel uncomfortable and not get mad about it. That's weird. Whenever men act like they don't know why women are uncomfortable around them, I automatically assume that you're trying to Jedi mind trick me and you actually intend to harm me, or you're trying to figure out how you can harm or exploit me, because why the fuck are you acting like the sky is not blue? Men are dangerous. If you understand that, why the fuck are you acting offended? Is it because you dangerous, nigga? Or are you delusional about the fact that niggas are dangerous? Pick one quickly. But no, y'all niggas have to prove to me that y'all are not, rapists. Y'all got to prove to me that y'all don't assault people. Y'all have to prove to me that y'all are safe. And they take a lot. And then I still don't put nothing past nobody. If somebody said you did something, I might believe them. Because I've just learned you can't trust people. I don't care. I don't care. You think, oh, it's my family. I don't give a fuck. You don't know what them people do when you're not around. You are not with anybody enough to know what they do at all times every day. Shut it up. Shut it up. Anyway, that's my show. Protect yourselves, okay? Protect your pussies. Protect your pussies. Okay, protect the kids, protect the animals, and Thanksgiving is coming up. So, God damn it, protect the butterball turkeys. Okay, protect everybody. All right. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. All right? Peace out, everybody.